This is a video about having one wheel and zero problems. What does that look like? And I got a whole video montage. It's fucking sick. You're gonna love it. All my friends ask me, they're like, when are you gonna make a video about one wheeling? You love one wheeling so much. Why don't you make a video? So this is the video, and I'm also gonna talk about my pint that I have, my girlfriend's pint, the accessories, and how to get into one wheeling and all the questions. How expensive is it? How hard is it to learn? All the stuff you need to know if you've never one wheeled before. Here we go. Let's start with the most important question. Is one wheeling safe? And I'm just going to give you the quick answer. No, it's not. It's definitely not safe. You got to get a helmet and pads and wrist pads and knee pads. And even then, you're still probably most likely to get your collarbone or something. You're going to get, you can't be fully protected when you're on a one wheel. And that's just the brutal reality of it. But with like anything, it's the certain amount of risk. In order to have a blast and just really enjoy what the one wheel is all about, there's obviously going to be risk involved, and so that's going to be up to you, depending on your age, depending on your I'd say athleticism, and just who if you're already into this type of stuff or not. If this is like something completely new to you early on, like you can definitely fall and get hurt. So I'll give that disclaimer if you're looking at getting one. This thing can go pretty much everywhere that you really want it to. You can get treads for it and take it out into trails. I have the Pint, which the Pint is I really like the Pint, but it's really for chilling. It's for cruising. You're not like going fast on this thing. It's not built for trails. It's built for fairly smooth terrain that you can kind of carve in. And it's just a really relaxed ride. It's just like chilling. That's it. There's another one called the XR, and I think the OG ones maybe were bigger as well. And those are more about speed and maybe trails, and stability, and this is more about just spreading that butter. That's really it. I've never had as much fun on a piece of equipment as I have on this thing. I mean, the VR that I have is awesome. I love snowboarding, and snowboarding is awesome, but as far as like a gadget goes, like something you can just go out on the street and just ride around, like this is by far, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the most fun that you can have. Is it hard to learn? Basically, it's taken me, I've trained my girlfriend's mom on it, my good friends, people who have never done this sort of thing before, never snowboarded, and I got most of them up and running within 10 minutes. If they had some experience snowboarding, they'd pick it up pretty much instantly. If they'd never, ever done skateboarding, or they know they had bad balance, it takes a little bit longer. And anybody who's had some experience with some sort of board sport, you're just able to carve and just kind of lean into it a little bit more confidently than somebody who's just never done that before. Also, is it expensive? Yeah, it's pretty expensive. I mean, the big one is like $1,800, and then the one I have is like $1,000. So I got one for my girlfriend and myself, and then we have accessories, which is probably like $200 each, maybe, if you want all the accessories. And I do recommend, I like having the accessories. Mainly the ones that are really good are the back foot plate, which gives it kind of a concave back foot plate so that your foot sinks into it, and it's less of an issue with foot fatigue, and you can turn better, and it's just way more carvy, it's more easy to control. And I like, having the little underplate which protects it, and then finally, the fender is really handy for going through like a little puddle or something. You don't get all wet. So I like having those basic things there. It's not necessary, but it is quality of life improvement on that thing. It really can go about 7 or 8 miles, depending on how heavy you are really and how you're riding it, and if you're going mostly uphill or something. It actually has a pretty cool thing where it'll charge as it's going down a hill, and you'll be able to get some battery back, and that's pretty neat. So, you know, if you go on a uphill journey and you come back down, you're actually going to get some battery back. Not a lot, but a little bit. And there's little cool mechanisms like that. I mean, it's really a well-built machine. Like, it's self-balancing, so you know, wherever you lean to is where it'll accelerate. There's a community around it, so I've met a lot of great people in the One Wheel community, in like the Facebook groups and places where everybody's just trying to go out and ride together. So especially during the pandemic, I've met so many great people that I would have never met otherwise. Once you get on the One Wheel, it's like nothing else matters. It's just like life is good. You can't not enjoy your life if you are on a One Wheel. Maybe when you get off of it, you could get back there into, you know, hating your life. But when you're on it, it's impossible to hate your life. And that's what I love about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you loved it. And I'm actually doing a lot of content on this channel that's more mindset related. I really see an issue in today's society where everybody's really disconnected from each other. It's exacerbated by social media. There's a huge, huge toll that this takes on our psyche. You know, they did a study in June, the CDC did, and they recognized that there about 40% of the people that they surveyed in June during COVID, during the lockdown, were going through some sort of depression, had some sort of negative mental health effect from COVID, from the lockdown, you know, and just not being able to be outside and socialize and, you know, just being isolated. And so this channel is really about understanding really where you're at, where you want to go, and how to kind of get past that. And so I'm going to work with different tools. We're going to interview different people. I'm taking the best knowledge that's out there, boiling it down so that we can tackle these issues together. And I'm going to be right alongside you on that. You know, I'm trying these things out myself, and I want to have it be something that we go on together and figure this stuff out. And really, at the end of the day, I want people to be able to communicate better, to be able to live better, and just laugh a little bit more and be a little more happy with where they're going in their life. You know, if you're working a 9 to 5, you don't want that shit, figure out how to fucking get out of it, because life's too goddamn short. Figure that shit out. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you're along for the ride. Subscribe if you are. If you're not, then I'll see you later. All right. If you like this video, shoot me a comment right now. Let me know how you liked it. And let me know if you're going to get a One Wheel. Is this something you're going to do right now? Or you're like, hell no, too expensive. Hell no, I'm going to get hurt. It doesn't look fun. It looks hard to learn. I don't want to do it. Tell me what your excuses are. All right. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much.